Hello. In 1 minute, I shall tell you about Egypt, my most favorite go-to destination. With me here is a style, which is actually courtesy from British Museum. They have an outlet in Singapore Millennia. So this is actually replicated from one of the temples in Egypt itself. So what about Egypt? It's a beautiful, very fascinating country. People call the cradle of civilization. It straddles between Asia and Africa, and the longest ever river in Asia is actually the Nile River. It forms a Y starting from Alexandria all the way down to Asram. We land actually at Luxor and surrounded by it beautiful temples such as the Hatshepsut temple and also very famous places of interest such as the Valley of the Kings and Queens. After that, we take the boat. In fact, it's a luxury ferry all the way down from Luxor along the River Nile to Edfu. And then when we stop off, and we can actually go to see one of the World Heritage Sites called Abu Simbel. Abu Simbel was made and in fact created by the Pharaoh Ramses II in about 5,000 years ago. It's amazing, huge, something like about 6 stories high, 4 huge statues of himself and one of his wives at the bottom of his feet. The purpose of Abu Simbel was actually to just keep the Nubians in the south fearful of his rule because he was actually ruling from Luxor. So you can imagine, out of nowhere, you have these 4 huge statues coming out in the desert, shining and looking towards the south. Next, we will travel all the way down to Aswan, and that's where we can actually see beautiful on left and right the villages in which a lot of the Egyptians still live. Then there'll be interesting trades where the people will actually come up with little boats, small boats, we call them sampans in Singapore, and then they will throw up their wear like clothing and all that for us to assess, and then we throw down money for them to buy. All the way down to Aswan, and then from there you see the huge dam, which is actually called the Aswan Dam. We then fly up to all the way to Cairo. Of course, Cairo I shall leave it for last, and then we take a short drive up to Alexandria. Alexandria is another beautiful port city located in the Mediterranean Sea, and there is also a Hard Rock Cafe over there. Fascinating place. Finally, we end up in Cairo and we go and see the 3 huge pyramids, okay, built anything from 3,000 years BC, so that's essentially 5,000 years ago. If you want to go, I suggest you go around the December time, January time, because that's the most good and accommodating weather for tourists. Nice, a very nice memento from Egypt. Thank you.